The next category we're going to talk about most improved player. I think we're going to.
This is going to be tough.
We're going to be varying a lot in this category. So I'll say my first.
I will call it right now. We're not going to have any of the same ones.
Okay. I kind of like that prediction. So let's see. Let's just say one. I'll say one of mine, and then you say the next one. Okay. So my first candidate is OG Anunoby, the Toronto Raptors, coming off injury.
Good shooter.
Really young, talented kid, and I think he hasn't proven himself yet. He's so much potential. I think this year takes that leap forward, kind of like his old teammate or his teammate did last year, Pascal Siakam. I think he leaps, he expands his game, and I think this year is the year he's in contention. I don't have him winning. He's in contention for the most improved player. Who is one of your runner-ups?
First, Lonzo Ball.
Bang, bang.
Lonzo.
Bang,
I feel like New Orleans is definitely a smaller market than Los Angeles, and he'll be able to grow out of the shell that he was in Los Angeles and be able to show everyone that he can shoot. He can play
maybe
defense,
the new city will help him shoot or form a jump shot. That might help.
Hey, he's been working. There's videos of him working out and exercising.
Yeah. There's also videos of him rapping a lot. So.
Yeah, shout out.
All right. My next most improved candidate, Atlanta Hawks player, John Collins.
Yeah, a lot of Hawks. I like the Hawks.
I think the Hawks are this young team. I didn't have them in the playoffs, but I think they're a good core. I really do respect what the Hawks have done in the last couple drafts and the last couple free agency signings with these veteran players that they're going to come surround these young pieces with. I think John Collins last year, I went to a Bulls game where he had his career high, almost 35 points, I believe. He just destroyed the Bulls, and when that was the night I realized John Collins is going to be something in this league. It might not be this season, but I think eventually, if the Hawks are ever a playoff team, he could be the best player on the team. He could lead. I think he has so much potential. I think this year he catches the eyes of more people in the NBA. The NBA world starts to take notice, and I think he's going to be the most improved player candidate this year.
My second person is Bogdanovich, but the one
Sacramento
on the Kings. He's a very good shooter. He's a very good shooter that not many people pay attention to, just because he's he's from overseas.
Yeah, I like that pick a lot.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just say
my
most improved player.
Wait. Before you say yours, you are not gonna even expect mine.
Okay.
Because my guy hasn't done anything.
My guy hasn't done.
Yeah.
He really hasn't done jack. Second year player, out of Kentucky, Kevin Knox, most improved player. New York Knicks, baby.
Okay, your guy's better than my guy. I'm just gonna say.
Okay, I'm really interested to see what he has to say. Just a quick argument for Kevin Knox. This year, the New York Knicks are going to take a step forward. They're not going to be a playoff team. Last year was a more of a season for the Knicks. Nothing really went right. This year, he's going to be in that starting lineup again. He's going to have more of an opportunity to show why he belongs in the NBA. He's in the biggest market in the world, alongside R.J. Barrett, alongside new signee Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson. I think Kevin Knox is on paper right now one of the better players on that team, and I think he's going to help them not be the worst team in the East this year. So I really do like that pick.
For my most improved, shout out Phoenix fans. I'm going to give it to Frank Kaminsky. Frank Kaminsky.
That is a joke.
Okay, hold on.
That is awful.
Okay, so Frank Kaminsky hasn't done anything with the Charlotte Hornets. He was a god at Wisconsin, right?
That is
But this is Charlotte's. This is. Hold on.
Sit down.
Hold on. Woo! Listen. This is Frank Kaminsky's time. He's on a bigger market, right? He's getting paid the money that he feels like he deserves. He's been working out. I know you saw it at the joy of the game. He's been working out. He's been working. They don't even need to make the playoffs. He just has to prove that he's a good player. He's a good shooter, and that's my most improved. You may not believe it, but you should.
Anybody watching right now, please.
Hey, you said Kevin Knox, so I don't want your.
Frank Kaminsky.
Frank Kaminsky. I already know. Hey, if that happens, what are you gonna say? Huh?
It's not gonna
happen.
So I don't have to worry about it.
If it happens, how many likes we get on this? You buy all of us number 7 Kevin Durant jerseys. If it happens next year.
You comment on this video right now, and Frank Kaminsky wins most improved player. I'll buy
Next
everybody that comments to the day this is posted a $10 Chick-fil-A gift card, and personally hand deliver it to you.
If he wins it.
If he wins it, $10 to every single one of you that
Okay,
comments
put
on
your
the
address
day
in
this
the-
video posts.
Okay.
$10. That's not even. I don't have to worry about it because Frank Kaminsky is not even going to be a top 50 candidate for most.
Okay, we'll see.
All right. Stepping aside from that nonsense, we have our fourth category of the evening: defensive player of the year. Last year's winner, Rudy Gobert. Who are your two candidates right now?
My first
For
candidate,
runner-up. For runner-up. This is not for winning.
yeah, my first candidate, Draymond Green,
Okay.
the Golden State Warriors. He's a two-time Defensive Player of the Year. One of the best defenders of all time. We sometimes compare him to Dennis Rodman just because of his intensity, his physicality, and all that. My second is Kawhi Leonard. What is there to say about Kawhi Leonard? One of the best defensive players we've ever seen. His hands are like 5 inches bigger than the average. And
I don't have a superstar on my list. I think the days of superstars winning Defensive Player of the Year might be coming to an end. Just because you see guys take these load management nights and these, they're kind of taking a step back on defense in the regular season to save themselves in the playoffs. So I would have had Kawhi Leonard because he's one of the greatest defensive players we've seen in the past 2 decades. And he's on a team that has a better defensive player in my opinion. So one of my guys is Patrick Beverly. Defensive point guard that's just out there to play defense. He's not going to get you the bucket every time, but he'll stop the opposing team's best player. My other guy is Miami Heat, former Miami Heat, now with the Philadelphia 76ers, Josh Richardson. Very young, unproven, defensive guy in the past. I think this year he takes an even further step on defense. He's going to be alongside Al Horford, who's a great defender. I think Philadelphia's a very scary team for opposing teams because they don't want to face that insane defense. Just like the Clippers had one with Patrick Beverly, that defense is always scary. But I actually have a different player winning it. So who is your defensive player of the year? I mean, we might have the same guy here. I have a hunch. Maybe not. Maybe not.
my defensive player of the year, he's won it past 2 years in a row.
Yeah. So okay.
And we both have Rudy Gobert, just because the NBA just keeps giving it to him. I felt like Paul George should have won it last year. Averaged 2.2 steals.
Yeah,
block.
that's
But
a good argument.
They give it again to Rudy Gobert.
I think Rudy Gobert's inside presence is just insane. The block shots the shots he's able to disrupt, not even blocking shots, just like disrupting some of the guys that drive to the lane every time. He has such an impact defensively, and I think it might be hard not to give it to him again because he just performs and gives it to you every night. And he's a defensive dog.